Hello everybody, Jake, your resident content cowboy here. Yeehaw. Today we are taking a look at a Marowak EX deck. I built this Marowak EX deck with kind of Diglett Dugtrio as my basic front line while I set up Marowak. The nice thing about this deck is, if you take a look at Marowak here, Marowak is a really cheap card regardless, right? It just costs 2 energy, and this deck is really playing around with flipping coins. It's not like Misty levels of flipping coins, but if you hit heads on this deck, you'll take down a Mewtwo in one go. If you hit tails on this deck, you'll do 0 damage completely. Dig is also, on Dugtrio here, also like very, you know, RNG. It's very based on flipping this coin, so if you flip heads, you prevent all damage done to this Pokemon, which doesn't mean they couldn't do some other things, but they prevent all damage. I believe they could still switch it out with Sabrina and stuff like that, but Dig kind of sets up this annoying wall. It's a 1 cost, right? It's just 1 fighting energy, and you're able to use this. The thing I like about this deck is you do run into a lot of decks that want to take their time and sort of ramp up, right? And this deck puts a lot of pressure on your opponents very fast. Even if you just play Cubone, whose first turn you have Growl, you know, reduce your opponent's damage by 20. If you have Cubone right into Marowak EX, you could start taking out your opponents before they're able to set anything up. The rest of our deck, pretty basic right here. We've got a couple of potions, X speeds, Pokeballs, Professor's Research, Giovanni, and Sabrina's. I found the Giovannis are pretty good for some sneaky plays, especially when you have damage coming out from Dugtrio that's like 40. It's kind of an awkward number sometimes, but you can trick your opponents into, you know, accidentally leaving something out a little too long and letting you KO it with Dugtrio. And then at the same time, Sabrina's just amazing. The thing I like about X speed here is I don't have to pay anything if I want to switch my Cubone back for whatever reason. Like, I just want to switch my Cubone back. I want to put in my Diglett. I don't have Marowak yet. That way I'm able to kind of set that up without losing any of the momentum with my energy. So I hope you enjoy this. There's also a version of this that you can play with Sandslash that I think is quite good, but I just wanted to play a deck really intensely heavy on flipping some coins on my opponents, and it worked out pretty well. Enjoy. Here we go. All right. We start with Diglett in this deck. That's the plan. Cubone's on the bench, right? And then hopefully we can just use 1 energy for Diglett, maybe get Dugtrio, and power up Cubone, swap it in, and get a little lucky. That's kind of the idea behind a Marowak deck in general. Like, Marowak is just big rolls, you know? Big rolls, big rolls. Welcome everybody on TikTok, by the way. I see a lot of people joining. Smash that like button if you get a chance. Just smashing your screen, really. Like, smash your screen so your finger hurts things. Pokeball. So they're pulling, they got a Mewtwo deck, I'm guessing. Yeah, we're against Mewtwo EX, which is not great. Marowak is not great in a Mewtwo EX. It's we can get very lucky into Mewtwo EX, right? They're gonna swap me. That's fine. It's not the end of the world. I'd rather have Dugtrio out, right? But, you know, if we can get Marowak, we're in a good spot. Not exactly into routes, but if he's not going to power up using Gardevoir, that's not the end of the world either, right? Ooh, look at that little Diglett. He's so cute. I don't know if I have X speed in this deck. I can't remember. I'm going to power up Cubone, because they're out there. Now their attack does nothing. They could X speed into Mewtwo, but even then Mewtwo can't attack, so what are you gonna do, right? Unhearting means you can heart again? Well, yeah, I don't know if we should be doing... I don't know, on Twitch it doesn't work as well, right? It doesn't work as well on Twitch. Kirlia. Does he? He doesn't power this up. He's just gonna retreat this with like X speed or something. Is this the new one? It is, Jose. Yeah. I've tapped the screen 500 times. I see it, Keaton. Thank you. Is this TCG Live? No. This is Pokemon TCG Pocket, the new one, the digital, all digital one. So he does pay for the retreat into Mewtwo, leading me to believe that Gardevoir's in his hand, so he can start powering up Mewtwo next turn and just start wrecking us. We just have to hope we get something, like some of our Evos here. If we get Marowak, we're very happy, and we did. So we have Marowak. I mean, that's pretty fortunate for us. We have a chance to take out Mewtwo right away. Yeah, I mean, I could Giovanni this. It doesn't really change too much for me to Giovanni, honestly. But I've got it in my hand, and I'd rather it not get sent back to my deck with like a red card or something. So I'm going to Giovanni and just Bone Meringue and see if we can get a quick cheeky KO. One. Oh! Have we ever been lucky? Chat. Have we ever been lucky? Oh! How good would that have been? How good would that have been if we take Mewtwo EX in one like that? Oh, that would have been so good. I even called it a cheeky KO. I don't even speak like this. You know what I'm saying? How good would it have been? Oh, man. Potion, too. He's got to have 2 potions, then. Giovanni. Okay. That's not too bad for us. We could, I mean, he's only got 80. So we have, it's likely that we get the KO right here, which is nice. I'm flipping for it. There we go. Where was this last time? There we go. Mewtwo's gone, Guardy's coming in, and we're in great shape right here. They are able to just, and they quit. Yeah! I was gonna say they could drop another Mewtwo EX, but we have a chance to take it in one. Hey, this is the midway point of the video, where I'd like to know from you, what's a card that is not in this game that you think they should add? Let me know in the comments. Exciting times. Cubone to start. Not what we want, but that's okay. Thank God, because I'm clueless. It is a hard one, no lie. Darkrai's a really tricky Pokemon. But we'll see like how powerful it releases, right? Froakie, they're playing Greninja, Starmie. That's a scary deck. Greninja Starmie is a nightmare. We'll just we'll do our best. Oh, and Lapras. I wonder if they got Misty. We'll see. They didn't Misty, so... I think we Pokeball here, which pulls Diglett into our hand. We put Diglett Cubone on the bench. I don't know if I have X speed in this deck. I probably should, just to get my Cubone out and not have to spend so much every time, right? Sabrina, Pokeball. I'll pull Pokeball again. This will give me my other Diglett. And I guess I put the energy on Cubone right here. It's not really where I want to be, but it's where we're going to be, right? What's the best pocket Pokemon in your opinion? I think like Starmie EX, like what we're running into right here, Starmie EX Greninja, Starmie EX Articuno is pretty nuts. They're going to power up one way or another. They power up and probably take us here. Misty gives them 1 energy, plus the energy they already have. They do 90 and KO me in 1 turn. We're going to put Diglett out. We don't have Marowak in our hand, so we're not in a great spot. Sabrina twice. I could Sabrina... And that just means he has to pay for a retreat. At least that slows him down a little, but he still moves in and KOs me. So I think I've got to run Professor Oak and hopefully get Dugtrio. Yeah. All right. The hope here would be that I could, like, win on my flip with Dig. And hopefully save a turn. And I can. It's possible that he Sabrina's me again, though, right? Because Dig just affects me, and he could just Sabrina the other Diglett. Yes? Professor's research. What game is this? This is Pokemon TCG Pocket. If he doesn't have Sabrina, he just has to kind of wait. Which is not too bad for us. Nice. Alright, we can power up Marowak. Which is kind of cool. Doesn't really help us to play a Giovanni right now. Again, we could Sabrina and just make him pay for it. I think I'm going to just make him pay some energy. Swap in Lapras. That's fine with me. At least we're not getting hurt, right? Okay. Lapras Hydro Pumps with 1 energy. He could Misty on the Lapras, right? Or did he already play 2 minutes? Nope. I was gonna say he's gonna Misty the Lapras. We'll see what this does. It can, you know, it can go very poorly for us. Luckily, they got a Misty. Hydro Pump does 20. And now we can switch in Marowak here. If we want to. We've already lost a Cubone. If I pay to switch, who does he switch with? I wonder. We also can wait. I might just want to stall him here. Let's see. Pew! I think I'm going to try to stall him here. I should do all-rounders next video because we got a lot of them. Yeah, it's a good call. Either that or I maybe, like, combine a couple categories. I can do them all as just one video, though. The attackers, there were a lot of them, and I just wanted to see how long that video would take, you know? X speed. We get a free retreat. I think we'll just take the KO here. I don't really want to use my potion. I don't really want to use Sabrina or anything like that. I think I'm just going to take the KO and move on. Right? And if he wants to put out Starmie, there's a possibility that Starmie goes down in 1 hit. So he's going to have to make that decision, you know? I assume he's going to try to set up like a retreat into Starmie. We could have Blastoise next turn. We'll find out. Giovanni. Okay. Alright, he gets the KO. Another Froakie. I'm going to have to put out Marowak here, and we're just going to have to start swinging. Marowak has a 50-50 shot of just getting the KO in 1, though. Which is pretty good. Alright. There's nowhere else for me to put my energy. I guess I can just put another one on Marowak. And we Bone Meringue. Tails. Heads. Nice! Alright. He moves in with Starmie. I can't get Starmie in 1 turn, except I do have a Giovanni. I also can Sabrina, one of the weaker Pokemon. And... oh, he could Sabrina me, though. If he has Sabrina, he'll get me. Does he have Sabrina? Professor's research. No, he doesn't have it. So, we should be kind of good here. Do I have Dugtrio? Do I have a Dugtrio in my deck? Dugtrio does 40. That's not enough on those backline. If I... Giovanni sets it up so I win either way if I get a heads. It's the same thing if I do Sabrina or if I do Giovanni. They both do the same thing. Potion does nothing for me here. Giovanni gives me +10. So I might as well just do it. Because it'd be the funner KO. And if we get a heads, we win. If we don't, we lose. Half the time we win here. Yeah. GG. Nice. Take down a Starmie EX deck. Not bad. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I love you. I'll see y'all next time. Global launch is coming up fast.